Okay guys, so let's start this week's lesson. I have Gus here with me. Gus, stick your hand in there. Hi. He is my 10-year-old and he's going to be doing this lesson with us. So that way you guys can see a child doing this as well. So the artist that we're going to study this week is Pablo Picasso. So just a little bit of art history on Pablo Picasso. He was born in 1881 and he died in 1977. And he had many artistic periods throughout his lifetime. He studied art under his father, who was an art instructor. As a young boy, he painted masterpieces. Throughout his career, he created over 20,000 pieces of art, and he changed his style throughout his lifetime. So he surpassed his father's artistic ability by the time he was 13 years old. So that's pretty important to know about Pablo Picasso. His first period was his blue period, and that was during 1901 to 1904. His blue period represented a depressed and somber period of his life. He often painted using blues and greens, and this might have been attributed to the death of his friend Carlos. So his rose period was in 1905 to 1907, and this was described for his works, which he used a lot of pinks and organic tones, and he often depicted subject matter such as harlequins and circus folks. The period suggests his happiness when he began his relationship with another artist and his love. You'll see his styles are more classical, but you can see that the heavy lines indicate his expressionistic style. So this is interesting to art historians because he combines classical art with expressionism. So this period, which may not be as popular as the art in his blue period, is significant for developments in his art style. In 1907, he was heavily influenced by the African artists, and so this was called his black period, and it was considered to be the time period between the Rose period and the Cubism period. Modern artists such as Picasso, Henri Matisse, Edouard Manet, Paul Cézanne, and Paul Gauguin were inspired by traditional African sculptures, which resulted in African stylized facial features on their paintings that were also stylized towards the Cubism period. This period was brief but notable in art history, so you want to know about the Cubism period. The main concept behind Cubism was that the artist takes the natural form and interprets it into simplistic geometric shapes on a two-dimensional plane. So this is what you see here. Cubism was founded by Picasso and his friends. This period was mostly monochromatic, using grays, blues, ochre tones, and loosely translated into anything realistic. So although they took more of a figurative approach to Cubism, you can see how Picasso's original figurative styles have morphed into a more abstract form of art. Okay, so what we want to take away from Picasso lessons are that Picasso was a very complex artist to study. His style varied throughout his career and he was very diverse. So Picasso knew his models and subjects very well, and he practices Cubism throughout his portraiture. I got this from Teachers Pay Teachers, and I'll post the link on my website. But you just roll the dice. So Gus has a die and a pencil, and I have a die and a pencil, and this piece of paper right here. What you do is you just take the die and you roll. So I have a 2. So my face is going to have this shape right here. Right there. And Gus, what did you get? 6. So he has this shape to draw. Okay, so we're both going to find a spot on our paper. Again, this is the Canson Mixed Media Pad, and he's got one as well. So we're going to go ahead and draw our faces. And so I have so many faces on this pad already. I don't know if you can see this, but I've been playing for a while. But Gus isn't yet, so he's going to do his first one. So my face is this shape, and go ahead and draw your shape, Gus. I'm going to find a spot.
Anywhere on the paper?
Anywhere on the paper, yep. It doesn't matter. You can draw big faces, you can draw small faces, you can draw medium-sized faces, you just draw you, whatever you want. My shape looks like a raisin. Not sure if that's better or worse.
Okay, so roll your dice again. And I got a 2 again, so my eye shape is going to look like this, and yours is going to look like that. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my eye the way I see it on my face.
Just one?
Just one. Because then you're going to do that again.
This is a disturbingly big eye.
And so if you want, you can draw your face any size you want, but if make sure you're able to draw inside your face. You don't have to draw 2 eyes. You can draw 1. I'm going to draw another eye, so I'm going to roll again. This is the other eye that I got. So let's see.
I'll just draw one eye because it's, I mean, it looks like a face. It's turned sideways, so.
Okay. And there's my second eye. Okay. Roll again. So I got a 5 for my nose, so that looks something like that.
Got a 5 too.
And you got a 5 too? Okay, so put your nose in there. I love this exercise too because this goes over the 5 elements of shape, which I teach my kids all the time. When you're drawing things, you really only need to use the 5 elements of shape. And the 5 elements of shape are, Gus, do you remember what they are?
So they're line,
Straight lines, curvy lines,
circles,
yeah,
dots.
circles, dots, and angle lines. So, and that's all these are, right? They're just all of these combinations put together. So you can draw something easily.
This looks like a pig.
Yeah, mine looks like a pig too.
It's like how I used to draw in
Yep.
first grade.
Yep, 2-dimensional, right? So 6 is my
I had a 1.
for my lip. There's my Picasso face. And then you could go ahead and draw hair however you want it. I'm just going to put a bun, a messy bun up here. That's kind of funny. Just a bunch of curvy lines, straight lines. That's funny.
No idea how to draw a girl here.
Draw some hair. So after you finish drawing your face, you guys could do this at home. You could do this on one page too, and just make this a fun family game. So, but just get some dye out and roll the die. Draw your faces. Draw as many faces as you want on your paper, and then like mine, my paper is full of faces. And then you can just take like easy supplies such as crayons or colored pencils. Sorry, guys. I also have, if you want to get really fancy, I have colored Sharpies. You guys could buy those at Walmart. Or just regular washable markers, Crayola markers, and just color them in. So that's this project. This is just a really fun Picasso exercise, and I hope you guys have fun with that.
Face is chubby.
Face is chubby. Yeah. All right. Get drawing.